lot of my friends and family said it was a big career mistake to work at Tesla. Harvard Business Review, my alma mater, they researched the link between incentive clarity and employer engagement within digital transformation. So you have to metric it, you have to provide incentives around it, and then you have to make those incentives clear. But when we look at procurement, we actually see a huge adoption problem. So 76% of procurement teams use Excel and email every day as their primary tool. And I like to compare this with the sales teams, where we see that 87% of sales teams use a CRM or some other customer 360 every day. Now, these are two sides of the same coin. They should look identical. Sales sells to procurement, procurement buys from sales. Why is it over here that we go to Dreamforce and we see 25,000 people and the Red Hot Chili Peppers playing on stage and 15,000 vendors, and then for the exact equivalent on the opposite side of the coin, we see much, much less? This all relates to indirect, and the pendulum has swung so far. In the 80s through 2000s, people understood that direct was really important, and people were building real systems around it, systems of record. And then for the last 20 plus years, perception has been that direct is managed, and indirect is the Wild West. So let's build systems for the undermanaged spend or the unmanaged spend. Let's focus on the tail. We can automate that. But now we've been, for so long, focusing on the noise and not the actual signal, the elephant in the room, which is the big flow of dollars. And so now I believe that the future is that direct deserves purpose-built tech. And then, in fact, this source-to-pay process, in fact, ends with P2P and not where direct primarily lives transactionally, which is the ERP. So by definition, this is not built for direct materials. It's built for indirect. My personal opinion is that I think that procurement is the most undervalued and, frankly, undercompensated area of any business.